Hello everyone, Jarath here. Today we're checking out the Jinming Pool questline. As the quest marker states, talk to Miron Yuong within a certain hour of the day. Here we are on the map, western side of Kaifeng, just outside of Kaifeng City. But to enable this questline, you have to finish the Furnace questline before you can attempt the Jinming Pool questline.
I have already reported to the prefect. The Jinming Pool naval exercises are in position. Once the guests are seated, the banquet can begin.
From this point, we have to go out into the Imperial Gardens and find the 3 envoys
The cherry
that
blossoms
we
in the Imperial
invite to our
Garden are
banquet.
blooming all year round. It seems the southern expedition such a magnificent scene. And the quintident is nearing completion. If we don't enjoy the flowers and feast, wouldn't it be a way?
What I heard is that military pay was delayed since the Kaifeng currency crisis, and the quintident warship couldn't be finished on time. Hosting a banquet here? You're not really admiring cherry blossoms, are you?
Seeing through everything. You're not simple. The prefect, under the guise of watching the naval exercises, is hosting a banquet for distinguished guests here. Indeed, it's to raise military funds and prepare for the southern campaign. Now with the internal strife in Qinghu, they can't even take care of themselves. Our army... By then, the upstream Shu Kingdom, the downstream Tang Kingdom, and some... If we can use the power of the Navy to intimidate them, they will surely provide the military funds to get through this crisis.
What a brilliant move to scare the tiger by striking the mountain. I wonder, between Shu and Tang, who is the mountain and who is the tiger?
Both countries have now sent envoys, who linger around the Imperial Garden under the pretext of paying tribute. Pretending to tour is merely to spy on the naval strength of Jinming Pool. The prefect's banquet happened to fulfill their wishes. As for who is the mountain and who is the tiger, that will depend on themselves. The invitation is here. As long as the message is delivered, there's no reason for them not to. Once the guests are seated, the banquet can begin.
So we got an envoy from Shu and Tang, and also the Black Armor General to basically invite to the banquet. So quest markers are up there, and we just head over to each one and talk to each one.
Jade-stoned paths. Everyone's gathered to...
This time, I will not fail.
Judging by your noble demeanor, you must be an envoy from another country. Am I right?
Good perception. I am Mang Xuan.
The governor is hosting a banquet at Baojin Tower and especially sent me to...
Oh? I've long heard of the fine wines and delicacies of the Great Song.
The Jinming Pool Navies.
Greetings.
Greetings, young hero. I am young hero. What brings you here?
The governor has prepared a banquet at Baojin.
A banquet?
Sorry for the interruption.
No need for formalities. Young hero, are you here for the banquet?
Yes. Once the guests are seated, the banquet...
Thank you, young
So
hero.
now that
I will
we've
join
invited all three, basically all you do is just sit back, have a drink, and watch it all unfold.
The Quintident warship towers with 5-deck citadels and stands over 30 meters tall, capable of mustering 1,000 warriors. This ship stands firm in the center of the army, as solid as a fortress. It is also equipped with 6 sets of giant stone catapults, each with the force of 1,000 cannons. Smashing nearby boats, big and small, is effort.
This massive warship is so huge, sailing from the north to the Shanghai region. If the waterline changes, how do we stabilize the center of gravity?
Minister Gu has great insight. When sailing from the Bian River system into the Jianhuai region, the difference in water density causes uneven ship draft lines. Sui Dynasty Quintident relied on manual sand and stone ballasting for balance, and that slowed down its speed. But speed is crucial in war. Improved by the contraption techniques of the Maw Gate, this ship is now a far cry from its form. Switch to water tank ballast, draw and discharge water locally, and adjust the waterline as easily as moving your arm. In this way, this ship can travel between the northern and southern waterways, as if entering an unguarded land.
Good. In the past, when the Sui dynasty conquered the Qin dynasty and unified the north and south, this ship was built to secure the Yangtze River. Lost to time, with the aid of the contraption techniques of the Maw Gate, it has finally reappeared. Once the final batch of military pay arrives, the southern expedition can be launched within... Honored envoys, although Shu and Tong follow the calendar of our great Song, Song regards both You've always been diligent with the annual tribute of money and grain. Now, Nanping and Wuping are in turmoil. The military governor of Wuping has sent a letter asking for help. Commoners of Jinghu are in dire... Bashu and Jiangnan are both along the Yangtze River, so they are likely to be generous in aiding those in need.
Jiangnan has already exhausted its national resources, having paid tribute 3 countless gold, silver, and silk fabrics.
Lord Zhao, the military funds required by the Great Song have been transported with the Shu Kingdom's fleet. It is currently stationed outside the Huilong post, ready for delivery. Only 2 requests for the Song dynasty. First, once the Song occupies the Yangtze River, they must not advance westward. Second, they must hand over the restoration diagram of the 5-toothed warship to the Shu Kingdom.
Okay. Someone, draft the contract. Since the 2 countries have already made a treaty, General Rong, please hand over your talisman and lend it to the Shu envoy for a while.
The Baotian Tower is a majestic sight. Undeniable.
From here, we just need to talk to Lord Zhao.
A noble ruler.
Lord Zhao, this move, the diagram is the highest military secret of the Navy. Handing it over to Shu like this will harm the battle situation on the...
Right now, military provisions are the most important. If we don't send troops now, once Jinghu is pacified, where will we find such a good opportunity? With you here today, isn't it heaven's will?
Speak. What do you want me to do?
Jinming Pull is currently concentrating its military forces for drills, leaving our defenses weak. In such a crucial military town, the envoy of Shu naturally brings only one close attendant. As long as you intercept the talisman on him before boarding, board the ship first, and take the theft of the diagram not only would not count as a breach of contract, I could also first accuse him of the crime of losing a talisman in the state of Shu.
Stealing from oneself. The thief cries thief. How shameless of you.
Haven't you heard? Steal a hook and you're executed. Steal a kingdom and you're made a lord. The gates of lords naturally hold benevolence. If we can swiftly unify the North and South.
Young hero, the Song's Quintident warship has already drained the national treasury, burdening... If Bashu also obtains this map, not only will it waste resources and harm the people...
In that case, I'll make a trip and bring the diagram back.
Banquet is about to end. The Shu Jinming pool is currently conducting exercises heavily guarded. Please follow...
Behold the Quintident warship.
Exactly. The towering ship has 5 decks, stands over 100 feet tall, and can accommodate 1,000 warriors. 6 giant hammer poles are set up around, hanging high on all sides. And the ship's hull is as majestic as a grand mansion. Once the giant hammer falls from above, the enemy ship will be shattered to pieces.
Here, Mirong Yuan basically sneaks you into a position where you can track the Shu envoy.
Wang Zhen's tower ship sailed down to Yizhou and dimmed the royal Jinming. It's been 5 years since Emperor Shuzong commissioned this pond for naval training in Kaifeng.
Breathtaking indeed.
This unprecedented in scale. I've returned my talisman. I can't go further from here. It's all on you now, young wanderer. The envoy of Shu has arrived at the palace hall. The Navy is conducting drills, and this place is heavily guarded. When approaching the Quintident, do not alert the garrison troops.
With so many guards, how can we get close to the envoy of Shu?
Naturally, we'll first survey the terrain, plan, and then act.
Here we just basically look for the sound marker icons and just
The water
interact
functions
with
as a
them.
natural defense.
And it
Even the
will
most excellent swimmer
basically
will not be
signify
able to
your
swim that
approach
far.
to
With this
where to
distance,
start
even the
tracking
best
this
swimmer
envoy
would be
down
powerless.
from.
A frontal attack is out of the question. The entire route is lined with officials and soldiers come to greet the later Shu envoy. An unwise charge will only alert the enemy. The flank is well guarded. They have even dispatched elite bugle soldiers. It would be unwise to attempt entry there. By then, the entire Jinming pool will be on high alert, and the boarding passages will be sealed. However, I've already left something for you to step on, at the mast of the Haihu ship and at the eaves of the hall. With this, you can spring upward and reach higher ground. Proceeding across the eaves, you could approach the water in front of the square quietly. The willows by the water will be your best cover when it comes time to dive. There is no way for us to get to the banks with all of those soldiers and officials around. Perhaps you could hold your breath and enter the outlet from underwater. This way, you will be able to approach their handover points and secretly obtain what you need to know. Before boarding the Quintident warship,
So now
sure not
we
to
just
alert the
basically
official-
shadow step from rooftop to rooftop, keeping out of sight and maintaining a distance from the actual envoy.
Enemy sighted!
spotted.
From here we'll dive underneath and go on the inside.
The military funds are at Huilong Station. After obtaining the five-tooth warship diagram, we can finalize the deal.
I still need to stay here to oversee military drills, so I can only accompany you this far for now. Please, esteemed envoy, take my military talisman and head to the dock to board the warship. General Murong has been waiting for a long time. The diagram is on the top floor of the ship. As you inspect the warship, you can take it back with you.
The authentic blueprint is on board. We will stick to the plan.
Keep in mind, if you're too far away from the envoy, there's a countdown timer of 15 seconds to basically get back within a decent distance of the envoy.
Your Highness, is this five-tooth warship really that powerful? Is it worth using so much military funds to exchange for a single diagram?
Why are you so unambitious? Haven't you thought about it? After occupying the middle reaches of the Yangtze, where should this great ship sail next? If not Jiangnan, then Bashu.
Your Highness, I understand.
What have you understood?
The meaning of today's banquet is, whoever doesn't pay up will be the next one to get hit.
Finally, some progress. This tribute of military provisions can ensure the peace of our Shu kingdom for 3 to 5 years. Seizing this opportunity, if we work hard, we can also build this five-tooth warship. In the
Keep
future,
in mind there's
we
a
might
guard
still be able to fight
just on
against
the
Song.
tower there to the right, and he can easily spot you from where you are, as you'll find out.
Who's there?
So if you're spotted like this, you'll go back to a saved position and you have to continue on. So just shadow step to the other building on the other side of the actual envoy.
Your Highness.
Why do you talk so much?
Your Highness, I wanted to ask, why do we have to personally board the ship to retrieve the diagram of the great warship? Could there be any trickery here?
What trick could there be? Even in war, envoys are not beheaded. Zhao Guangyi, that guy, killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Firstly, by showing off the five-tooth warship to us. Secondly, by taking the opportunity to retrieve the talisman. It seems the Zhao family is about to kill the donkey after grinding the flour.
So basically, this envoy gets a bit cocky before he realizes he gets set up. From this point on forward, the envoy wants to go down that corridor on the right hand side of the ships. I found it easier to just go along the left hand side of the ships
How do I use this
to
boarding talisman?
continue stalking the
Sail to the
envoy.
military port on the opposite shore.
So while we're just out of range, we can easily pop back into range here as well. Plus there's a chest or 2 as well. So once he reaches that last final boat at the end of this dock,
Esteemed
the
envoy,
cutscene.
please board the ship and wait. Once the documents are exchanged, we will set off at once for the military port on the far bank and board the warship.
So once this envoy is on board, your job is to basically knock him out and take the plans. From here you've got 5 minutes to basically complete the 3 objectives in the top left there. So knock out the envoy, and then defeat a certain guard captain, and then reach another certain point as well. And there's a massive bug on that third one, and I'll show you how to circumvent it. So just head across these sails by shadow stepping. Okay, from here you can easily take out a ranged mob and get to the tower instantly. But here I actually forgot that there's another one on the other side of that rope there. And in this video it was shooting me from behind while I fought the guard. Okay, with the guard captain down and his guards, the next part is where this platform is bugged. Every time you try to jump on top of it and activate the lever to make you ascend, it moves but kicks you off. So you have to sort of wedge yourself amongst the side railings of the platform so it doesn't throw you off. And I'll show you how.
Stop! Stop!
Okay, here's the platform, but it's just on the other side, so you crawl it across first. And once you're on it and then you activate it, you'll see how it just kicks you off and kind of moves without you. Yeah, so massive bug. Everyone has a lot of problems with it, but I'll show you in a second how to get around it. So even though you can sort of run in the same direction, it still throws you off. Even reading a lot of the signposts left by other players signifies that a lot of people have had issues with it. So as you can see it coming back, you can see the side railings. So if you wedge yourself behind one of them, as it pulls you up, it can sort of prevents you from slipping off. So if you try and stay here, at least this railing behind you will catch you. So from here we need to track down the command room.
Tell me, is General Rong really the adopted daughter of General Murong?
It can't be fake. Otherwise, how could the Tiger Talisman of the Navy be entrusted to her?
Then why did she lock General Murong upstairs? Last time I went up to deliver food, I heard she went into...
I'm afraid...
The troops are about to march. Talk... Just...
Who goes there?
Keep a close watch on the ballast room. It powers the entire warship.
I must say, that Lord's craftsmanship is truly divine.
So some guards are talking about the ballast tank room, so at some point we'll be heading there in this quest. So before we go into that main room, we'll head this way. For those that haven't done a golden zeng before, we strike the bell above us, either with like a sword strike or something, or using a bow, and then the yellow ring to the left of us will light up, and then use Meridian's touch on it to unlock it, and then you can unlock lots of things, chests, gates, you name it. So in that main room, we'll need to take this suit of armor there soon, but I believe you need to talk to the guy in the wheelchair.
The others,
in this
you'll have to
next
ask
main
around.
room.
Dawn is coming, and they're about to awaken. You have to get out of here.
No honor is owed to the honorless. The world is fickle. Hearts change easily. Will you collect his corpse?
Looks like he's quite drunk. Better check ahead.
So there's a chest just here on the other side of this wall. You can't actually get there without going into the main room and then left. So just through here, but you can't actually go there until you've done the puzzle, I believe. So this is the puzzle for this room. What you need to do is you need to match the right suits of armor, put them on a pedestal under the right category. And when you get a right answer, the pedestal will actually rise up out of the ground. So the one that's there already is in the wrong spot, but we'll find the other ones and place them in the right spots. But before that, we have to pick up the chalice on the table here, and it will start a dialogue with the man in chains in the wheelchair. This guy in front of us now. As you can see, without talking to the guy in the wheelchair, we can't actually pick up these statues.
I have drunk this cup dry of that, I am sure. This clamor of war ends now. UN. There's no turning back now. I don't have much time left. The person I've wronged. If someone could restore the past. If we could get these diagrams out.
So this is basically dialogue options to get intel on each figure that's in the actual puzzle room.
The four sons of the military are now divided. It all started when he became the emperor. The Yun regions remain unreclaimed. The birds still fly, but hanging the portrait of the late emperor high, refusing to serve the new dynasty, is nothing but a desire for death. Xiao Guangying refused to pacify and quell the rebellion. Brother Shi was the first to support the cause. Back much he broke his golden halberd, resigned his people say he made weapons illegal, ignorant of the fact that if it weren't for secretly paying a large sum of military expense, trusted your family to me. But have you ever thought that if the claw to the southern front again, if it weren't out of spite from
So let's start collecting the statues and bring them back here. And now you'll be able to see that you can actually pick them up after all that dialogue. As you can see here, the pedestal's starting to rise with that. When I place that statue down, that means it's in the right spot. And same with this one, we'll chuck it down and you'll see the pedestal rise. So it means the one on the far left and the one in the center on the right hand side need changing or swapping around. And now 2 doors open, one to a chest and the other one to the next part of the quest. So let's grab that chest first. And then on to the next part. So key from the bookshelf, a diagram. You're going to want that later on, trust me. And I'll put in a video for that. And of course the Quintident warship diagram.
Oil tanks with ignition triggers. Is it her? If that ship blows, heaven help us. We need to stop this.
I didn't expect him to have actually snuck onto the ship.
The command room is ahead. Let's search.
How about we ask General Murong if he's seen anybody suspicious?
You'll trust someone mad. The whole ship's General Murong's playground now.
True. The entrance is already sealed, so finding him is just a matter of time.
Just make sure you grab those 3 things before heading down
This
here.
floor panel looks like it opens.
We're in trouble, brother. He solved General Wrong's contraption. Tell the General, quick! Stop him at the ballast room.
So now we're heading off to the ballast room and basically raise the water level that's in it.
How you been?
Stop!
Give your name.
hell?
And just to the left here, we've got a small mini boss here. A soldier. Upon opening this door, you actually fall through the floor via a trapdoor. Now that we've reached the bottom, we've just got 3 rooms to basically solve a mini puzzle in each one. You can see through wind sense that they mainly revolve around those golden Zeng bells. So to start off with, you just pull this lever and you start raising the water table. And now there'll be one platform that you can actually reach from inside the water. And this one over here. So this is the starting room and the easiest one to solve. So just obviously strike the golden Zing bell with the bow, and then run up to the door with the ring, and then just use Meridian's touch. But every time you go to another room and you raise the water table, you have to think of other ways basically to get to that ring and use Meridian's touch. So above here is the chest. So this lever here will basically raise the water table again, and we go to another room. So right now in this room there's a golden Zeng bell. You're supposed to ring that bell and then come up here within a certain allotted time and then jump down and use Meridian's touch. Because right here you can't pull out a weapon or use Meridian's touch while you're in the water. In similar scenarios I've tried using the sides of the walls as like an exploit to try and pull the ring, but in this case it wouldn't work. So in short, shoot bell, climb ladder, and run to the end and use Meridian's touch. Now use your Jedi skills and just pull that ring. And then pop this lever, raise the water table again, and on to the next and final room in this area. Next room's a pain in the ass. Basically got to jump up those moving plates and jump on that rotating platform to get across. Just be aware that make sure you have your stamina all the way up before jumping over these plates, as it sucks up all your stamina before you jump across to that rotating platform you see on your right hand side here. As you can see, I'm out of stamina now, so I need to sort of recover and then jump. And make sure you, as you land on that rotating platform, keep running into that corner of that platform and then jump again. It's like I said, it's a pain in the ass, but like that glitch before with that moving platform before getting onto this warship, it keeps moving without you. And to be honest, it took me a few times to get it right, so I cut out those mistakes to save these guys some time, and this is how it's done. So you still need some stamina to jump from onto the actual rotating platform and off again. This next part, shoot the golden Zing bell and then Meridian touch again. So go through the door, turn right, pull the lever and manipulate the water level again. And on to the next section. Coming through here, got a chest on either side. Go left first is probably a better way, and then go right because you got to go right anyway to onto the next section via a ladder. So take out these two guys because obviously that doesn't want to use a ladder. So before we go up that ladder, we'll go around to the other side, loot the other chest. And somehow I was able to one-shot kill that guy, don't know how, without doing an assassination attempt. Now walking through this door, there's a guard right to your left. So if you move slow, you can just assassinate him without having to basically start the fight.
Stop!
From the room that we're in now, there's a fire pit. Just head back the way, down here, and it will take you to another chest on the other side of that raisable platform. Now that we looted the chest here, we can go down to that octagonal shaped raisable platform and just either jump down or use the ladder. So just through here and jump down. So these are the last two guards before you have to take out the boss itself. Now that we've taken out these guys, time to refresh your potions and your health. There's a hero's tomb just here, and a chest, and then let's take out Mirong Yuan, the boss. I must say this is probably one of the harder boss battles in this game, and but still enjoyable.
Leave the quintident diagram. When Sui conquered Chen and unified the north, it was the quintident that secured the Yangtze. My goal in life has always been the pursuit of ingenuity and technical perfection. Born into chaos and eventually conquering the world. I should die without regret. But this path, the obsession is rooted too deep, and I find there's no turning back. Remember the Maoist teaching of non-aggression? Wage no war on the innocent. Serve no lords unjust.
So this is phase 1 with this woman. You just take her on without her warbird for the time being. Phase 2, her warbird is on fire, and you have to basically take both of them out, or one of them. Once she starts pulling in black smoke and glowing gold, that's when you get a use Meridian's touch. Otherwise she hits you hard. And just keep in mind to try and get as many hits in as possible when she's vulnerable before having to finish her in that vulnerable state. So now phase 2.
Leave the quintident
But
diagram.
for some weird reason, she uses the same dialogue as starting phase 1. So I don't know if that's an
Sui conquered
issue
Chen and
with
unified
the
the north.
developers here. Or
It was the quintident that secured the Yangtze. My goal in life has always been the pursuit of ingenuity and technical perfection. Born into chaos and eventually conquering the world. I should die without regret. But this path, the obsession is rooted too deep. And I find there's no turning back.
And with phase 2, you have to dodge Murang Yuan's sword attacks, as well as the Warbird's projectiles.
Do you remember the Maoist
and
teaching
keep account of where the
non-aggression?
Warbird is as well.
Wage no war on the innocent. Serve no lords unjust.
Just don't forget when Murong Yuan's sword glows golden, get the hell out of there, and not hang around for a cup of tea like I did now.
Heroism, we find the sound!
And if you're not keeping track of that warbird, you're just going to cop hits from behind.
When King stands, the Moen's ray rises!
And we've taken out Murong Yuan's first before the warbird. It introduces some cutscenes and quick time events to basically take out the warbird and Murong Yuan. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to support the channel by giving me a like, subscribe, and even share with a friend that needs this video. Coming up next is basically a teaser trailer, I guess you could say, for an up-and-coming quest on obtaining the wings of the warbird itself. So stay tuned for the end of this video and find out more, and I'll include links in the description as well. So we're at the Bayan River Gate Boundary Stone. This is where we spawn after killing Murong Yuan. We've got this chest here that we can't open. We talked to Tang Jiang and he wants the explosive plans basically. So I'll show you in the description of a video that can lead you to these explosive plans and all the parts for the warbird itself. But first, don't forget, check out the river. You'll see the bird itself fallen down. Run over to it and basically interact with it, and it starts the quest for that. So stay tuned, I'll lead you in the right direction.